Frank.
India has asked UN Secretary General Font to use the influence of his office to stop what the Indian ambassador called the massacre of unarmed people in East Pakistan by the West Pakistan Army. Earlier, sources in India said that West Pakistan was continuing to bomb parts of East Pakistan, although the West claimed to have the rebellious province under complete control. And official sources say the Indian government has learned that the rebel leader of the eastern province, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, is free and is not imprisoned as claimed by the West. Michael Clayton of the British Broadcasting Corporation was one of many Western newsmen expelled from East Pakistan the day after the shooting started.
I was in the lobby of the Intercontinental Hotel in Dhaka last Thursday night when Pakistan soldiers suddenly hauled down the East Pakistan independent flag outside the hotel and burnt it. When I tried to leave by the hotel front door, they pushed me back at gunpoint. The army clampdown on Dhaka had begun. It was a ruthless exercise in intimidating the city's virtually unarmed population. Later on Friday, from the hotel, we watched tanks rumbling through Dhaka's mostly empty streets. Occasionally, a few warning shots were fired to keep people indoors. There'd been very little resistance by East Pakistan independence volunteers. An ordeal by fire was the next phase in the army's plan to quell Dhaka's resistance to the central government. Huge fires were started, including the students' hostel and some of the most crowded housing areas. Wrecked cars marked the spot where, during the night, I'd seen troops demand surrender from local people. Then they fired into the alley and burnt down a pro-independence newspaper office. Trucks of ammunition and weapons were driven away by the Pakistan army after seizing them from East Pakistan police who'd cooperated with the independence movement. Some East Pakistani soldiers were also disarmed by the West Pakistanis. The army broadcast curfew warnings and wrenched down independence flags from Dhaka's shops and houses. There were tough penalties for showing the flag after that. Mr. Bhutto, the West Pakistan People's Party leader, was given safe conduct out of the Intercontinental Hotel. He'd been attending the constitutional talks with the president. The troops warned us they'd fire at cameramen, and this film was shot by a French team from the hotel windows. It's the only film to escape the rigorous searching by the military authority when we were expelled. The president's ambition, he says, is still to transfer power from his army to the people. But that goal seemed remote as the army ruthlessly established its control and inevitably bred still more resentment among the Pakistani community. Even when the curfew was lifted, the troops were to prevent gatherings of more than 5 people for the next 3 days at least. They clearly relished their role as the masters of East Pakistan. One can't estimate the number of dead so far in East Pakistan, but it would be impossible to fire guns for several hours in Dhaka and to set on fire so many buildings without causing considerable casualties. It's a desperately overcrowded community of people mainly living in shanty houses. The prospect of real resistance by the East Pakistanis is much better outside the towns. And if they organize an effective guerrilla force in the country, the East Pakistanis could, in the long run, still make it impossible for West Pakistan successfully to continue its domination from its power base 1,000 miles away. Michael Clayton, BBC News, reporting.
Senator Stuart Symington said today the United States should